Okay, so I thought it would be easier to just show you in a video how these different sites that I've been using work. So let me start with Lose It first, which is loseit.com. I'm already logged in, and as you can see, here is my day so far today. It's just after lunch. I had breakfast, I had lunch. I find it very easy to scan these foods in with the barcode scanner on my phone, and then it places them in. I pick my serving size, and it keeps tally. So at any point during the day, I have my goal laid out in front of me, and I can see how far along I am. Exercise always helps because it lets me eat more. See, I can still have 1,800 more calories today. So it just ends up being really nice. And then here, if the Fitbit adjustment comes in, if I go over that little amount in here, I'll show you what this means. The adjustment is kind of neat. So here, Lose It calculates those number of calories you burn each day on that standard formula, and then anything you do above and beyond the standard will give you that difference. So right now, Lose It's going to estimate that I'll burn 2,819 calories today, and Fitbit says so far today, now it's only 2 p.m., that I've burned already, that I have burned 2,550. So chances are before the end of the day I'm going to get a bump and end up burning off most of the calories that I ate in a day, which is really what I want to do. But this is kind of neat for me to keep track of what I'm eating, and there are times when I go over days when I don't feel like exercising and I end up eating too much and I end up blowing it. So this is really what I use this one for, because it works with my phone, because it syncs wirelessly. Now let's look at the Fitbit page, which is fitbit.com. And I'm already logged in. As you can see now here, when I hit in, here's my dashboard, which shows me today. So far today I've walked 5,708 steps. I've climbed 12 floors, which is the tallest snowman. It's kind of neat to see how far that is, how many calories I've burned, how many miles I went, and then this little active score is kind of their own little thing to show how active you've been. The badges that I've earned for today, and then this is the part where it really starts getting interesting. So this is a 5-minute grain on my activity level for the day. This is kind of neat, by calories burned. So you can see, at 6:30, 6 or 4:30 or so is when I had my morning workout, and you can see I got lots of good stuff. But then once I sat down to work, there's really not that much activity. You see, so far today I've been 5 hours 39 minutes sedentary. I'm like, well, it's a work day. I try to do what I can do. And here's the nice part. See, those food calories, it's got pulled straight in from loseit.com, so I don't have to log my food again. It just pulls it straight in here and keeps track of it for me. It keeps me in that zone where I know that I'm going to lose weight. This is kind of really interesting. So you wear the Fitbit on a little Lycra sleeve while I'm asleep, and it measures your sleep pattern too. So you put it in sleep mode, so it says what time I went to bed. Yeah, I went to bed early last night. It only took me 7 minutes to fall asleep, but I woke up 10 times throughout the night, and you can see where those times were when I woke up and whatever I heard or tossed and turned, or the dog made a noise or something. But it shows you the sleep efficiency, so that you can kind of measure the quality of how much sleep you're getting, and the actual sleep time is minus your bedtime from when you turned it off to say I woke up. For me that's 5:45 in the morning, and it subtracts out the times you were awake and gives you how much time you actually slept. And then, alright, so that's like the dashboard for today, and that's kind of neat. But then here's where you really kind of get into the analytics. Let's get into historical. Now, I've only been using this for a few days at this point, so there's not a lot on here, but here's my 30-day graph of my intake versus my burn. So I always want to have my burn over top. You can see as you hover over, you get these nice little pop-ups. And here's some more analytics here. So here's my 30-day graph of steps, distance, my active score, how many floors I walked, floors of stairs that I've gone over. Here's my active, my time active in hours, fairly active, lightly active, very active, and my weight graph. I just started the other day, so we're seeing a little bump and then a little bounce, but hopefully over time this will trend way down. My target weight's down here, and hopefully we'll get there. And then there's some sleep analytics too. I also like off to the side here where you can look at your weight and your BMI. So as you can see, I am over according to their scale. Not too far over, but I'm over, and that's not where I want to be. My lifetime achievements are kind of neat. So I've done 35,000 steps since I got this thing. I've climbed 115 floors of stairs since I got this. Almost 20 miles I've walked. And then my top badges. So I got 10,000 steps on one day, and because I never got the 20,000 one yet. And I did 50 floors of stairs in one day, which is not too shabby. So that's kind of the dashboards and the analytics that I'm using right now to try to help me budge that pudge.